Episode 3: Deadly Doses, Modern Killers, and Poisonous Plants. Welcome back to Pete's World of Poisonous Plants. We've traveled through myth and medieval murder, but the story doesn't end there. Poisonous plants continued their grim work well into the modern age, killing not in folklore, but in police reports, courtrooms, and crime scenes. One of the most notorious killers in American history was Belle Gunness, the Black Widow of Indiana. Between 1900 and 1908, she lured lonely men to her farm with promises of love and marriage. Many never returned. Belle often began with the strychnine, a poison extracted from the seeds of the Strychnos nux vomica tree. Victims convulsed violently, muscles locking in agonizing spasms, jaws clenched, bodies arching backward until breathing became impossible. Strychnine kills by suffocation, leaving the victim fully conscious of their own slow death. If the poison didn't finish the job quickly enough, Belle was not squeamish. She took a hammer to their skulls. When investigators finally searched her farm, they unearthed dozens of dismembered bodies buried in shallow graves. Belle disappeared in the chaos, and whether she died in the fire that destroyed her farmhouse or escaped to kill again remains a mystery. Across the Atlantic, in Victorian England, another doctor earned the name the Rugeley Poisoner. Dr. William Palmer was charming, respected, and utterly ruthless. He poisoned friends, family, and even fellow gamblers when debts piled too high. His weapon of choice was strychnine, the same deadly alkaloid used by Belle Gunness. Victims described sudden stiffness, violent convulsions, and their bodies arching backward in horrifying spasms until their breathing muscles seized and their hearts gave out. Palmer was eventually caught and hanged in 1856, his trial becoming one of the most infamous poison cases of the Victorian age. Proof that even trained doctors could use the healing arts to murder. In the United States, another chilling case centered on the ornamental shrub oleander. In the 1980s, a Florida woman brewed oleander leaves into herbal tea for her husband. Within hours, he suffered violent vomiting, diarrhea, and an irregular heartbeat. Oleander contains cardiac glycosides, toxins that disrupt the rhythm of the heart until it either stops altogether or races itself to death. Even a single leaf can be fatal. In South Asia, particularly Sri Lanka and India, yellow oleander seeds became a notorious weapon of both murder and suicide during the late 20th century. Cheap, available, and almost impossible to detect in food, the seeds caused widespread poisoning. Hospitals in the region still treat thousands of cases every year. Victims suffer abdominal agony, confusion, and then collapse into fatal arrhythmias. The seeds became so infamous that entire public health campaigns were launched to warn against them. Then there are the mushrooms. The death cap mushroom, Amanita phalloides, is responsible for most fatal mushroom poisonings worldwide. In the 20th and 21st centuries, numerous tragic cases have been recorded. Families mistaking death caps for edible fungi. Entire groups poisoned after a single meal. At first, there's vomiting and diarrhea, then a deceptive recovery. But within days, the liver begins to fail, and without a transplant, the end is inevitable. The amatoxins within death cap mushrooms are among the deadliest natural poisons known, and unlike many myths, these deaths are painfully, tragically real. From Belle Gunness with her strychnine-laced meals, to Dr. William Palmer, killing with strychnine in Victorian England, to oleander tea in Florida, to yellow oleander seeds in South Asia, to families wiped out by mushrooms, the story is the same. These are not ancient legends or fairy tales. These are real murders, real victims, and very real plants. This is Pete's world of poisonous plants. Enter if you dare.